Oh man, that was a close one. Had to go through tripods and accessories and can't wait to see what this character has in store. I don't even play Paladin, I don't know this character. Alright, on to the next one. Combat tripods, the unsung heroes of character progression. I say unsung because when you go to inspect a character, you can't quite see the tripods they have. So you can't quite gatekeep them if they... Just kidding. And while you cannot see them, combat tripods are really important to have. Some characters benefit more than others, offering almost double the damage on your strongest skill. But no matter which character you are, you're going to heavily benefit from tripods, and it is easily, probably, surely, the best way to progress your character's damage. So when you're not being gatekept, you are getting the MVP. The issue though with tripods is honestly the inventory management. If you set your notification settings incorrectly or your auto dismantle settings correctly, very quickly your inventory is going to be cluttered with tripods and you're just gonna burn yourself out on checking them all out. At the end of this video, I'll be sharing 2 great pro gamer moves for people with 1475 plus characters, where you get to have lenient notification settings, but you will still be able to find those sellable tripods and the tripods that you can make use of. So let's get started. So for the first part of this video, we'll just be talking about the baseline settings you'll have set. So press I, go to the bottom left, dismantle, bottom left of that, auto dismantle. From the last video, again, if your character is 1370 and above, this entire half of this menu, all of this, from the stats up, this is standard. What will change here for the skill tree notification is this one and this one. So you want to make sure this one is on, it's checked, because this one is saying, based on your notification settings, do not auto dismantle, which is really important. We want to make sure this is on. This one, for the sake of inventory management, it has to be off. What this one says is any tripod that you do not have leveled up, keep it. Any one of them, no matter your notification settings. This one obviously is the worst setting for inventory management. It will just clutter your inventory like crazy with tripods that you most likely don't need. And that's it for the baseline settings. So now that we're done with the base settings, let's hop on over to the skill tree notification settings. To access this, you press K, goes to combat skills, settings at the bottom middle, and then settings one more time. Skill tree notification menu. First off, notification filter. STN effect only is what we want. This basically says that anything we are tracking is when we want to be notified. Otherwise, just auto dismantle will handle it for us. For exclude fully transferred effects, it's basically like that second check mark we have off in the auto dismantle. It says anything that we don't have leveled up, just notify us. We don't want that, that's too much clutter. And this will stay like this for the rest of the video. Now this is where things start to change. Before I get into my recommendations, notification threshold, the explanation of that is if I have it set at 3, then anything below 3 don't even look at. It'll just get auto dismantled because we won't get a notification. And include fully transferred effects means that if this is selected on, that means that if I have the tripod already leveled up, then give me a notification still, even though I won't be able to use it for my account progression. And this is really important to turn on because if you have a tripod at level 5, you won't be getting an amulet of the same tripod at level 5, which means that you're missing out on passive income. But we don't want that. This is the source of cluttering up your inventory, but it's okay. I'm about to give a pro gamer move, but first the recommendations. So I recommend that for a new account, a new alt going through natural progression, probably between 1370 to 1445, you will have this as 3, and this will be checked off for now. And this will be the only time this is checked off at the very beginning where you have no tripods, you're just, building up the tripods one by one. You want to keep this off. Now, once you get through 1445, likely you would have leveled up all the important tripods to level 3 at that point. So you would move this to level 4 or above, and now you select this on. Because at 1445, you actually get a pretty decent chance at getting relic tripods. Or relic amulets, my bad. Which is where the passive income of Chaos Dungeons comes from. And then hopefully you at that point would have gotten like a fair bunch of level 4s. At that point, probably you're somewhere between 1416, 1475 plus, so 1460 plus. Then you're just gonna put this to level 5 or above. Everyone is different, and everyone gets unlucky or lucky with these tripods. The luck on it is very weird. There's no pity system or anything, so it depends on your own account. So these are kind of my recommendations for where your accounts are sitting, and these are probably the rough eye level estimate of where your account will be at based on these skill tree levels. Sampai, fully transferred effects, gives us a lot of the same tripods that we keep getting, and it creates clutter, and that's what we're trying to eliminate here. And that's what the Pro Gamer move is all about. But before I get into the Pro Gamer move, I would like to show everybody the community guys. So to start even looking at tripods, you want to start tracking tripods. So how do you know which tripods to track? A lot of people know about the community guides. I will be linking it in the description below. Basically, these are guides written by people that are really passionate about the class. These are contributors, and they have talked about everything there is about the class. Very well done. As you can see, 50 pages of content. Everything here is well organized, a lot of different builds. But what we really care about right now is the tripod priorities. So pretty self-explanatory. High priority is the red borders, medium is these orange ones, and then low is the green ones. And then anything that doesn't have anything, that means that isn't even, you can't even track that because there is no level to it. And then also, just in case, if you do not know how to track an ability or a tripod, then what you want to do is you see this icon here, you just press on it and then press save. And that's how you track all your tripods. So now for the Pro Gamer tip. So the first one is to know which ones your account actually needs for progression. So without doing anything, you can see everything here is tracked. All these random ones that I have already leveled up. So I'm just gonna keep looking through. Heck no. What I'm going to do is press K, go back to settings. What I wanna do is tick this off. When I do, look at that. All of them are gray again, except the ones that I can actually level up for my account. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is to see which one is actually sellable. So to know which ones are sellable, you tick this back on, and then if this isn't 5, you're gonna make it 5. If this was already 5, then all you'd have to do is just revert the change back from knowing which ones are transferable. So you press save, and in my case, actually, the same ones that are sellable are the same ones that I actually need for my account progression. But in your case, you'll have different tripods that you can search the market on.
Hello,
for me,
adventurer.
Paladin doesn't even matter that much because Paladin tripods are usually pretty cheap, except like really specific ones, I believe. So yeah, and then make sure that you just convert it back to how it was before. Look at that, all the icons are back. So those were the 2 tips. First one, to know which one is actually usable for your account, and then after you're done with that, then you do tip number 2 to know which one is sellable. And then afterwards, all you can do is just do this. Make sure that you do not dismantle anything by accident, like these very bad bracelets that I wanted to gamba with later. And that's it for the video. I really hope the Pro Gamer move is something that people will actually be happy to hear about. Not a lot of people know about it or thought about it, and that's okay. Hope now that helps you. And I hope this was helpful. I'll be hopefully seeing you on the next video or on my Twitch. And I hope you take care, and bye!